Live from your local news leader, KAMR Local 4 News at 10 starts now.
Video you have to see after a long day of severe weather with multiple tornadoes reported across the High Plains starting this afternoon and ending late this evening. A tornado that touched down near Spearman, what you're looking at right now. This video shot by Ernie Bowen. Thanks for joining us. We've been following the severe weather as it moves across the High Plains all evening.
And we are here to give you the best information to help keep you and your family safe. John, first off, kudos. You and your team ran consecutive for 5 hours, making sure that every time a warning came out, those people that were in the line all across the High Plains were being taken care of. So thank you for that.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know, today is one of those days we don't see it that often, but we had all the ingredients coming together. So not only were we talking about the garden variety severe weather with hail and high winds, but here comes the tornado threat, and there was the possibility of a long-lived tornado, and that turned out to be true. We did have a long-lived tornado. Went across 2 counties and then finally dissipated as it went over Interstate 40. Thank goodness, as far as we know, for the most part, the tornadoes did not hit anything or hurt anybody. That's the good news.
That is the good news, a blessing in fact.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's show you what we have going on right now. We continue with showers, 1 degrees in Amarillo. We'll have more weather in a few minutes. Listen it back over to Jackie and Andy.
All right, John, thank you.
All right, John, thank you.
Another story we've been following for you today. One person is dead after a shooting in northwest Amarillo.
Yeah, information is limited at this time, but what we know is topping our news tonight at 10. Amarillo police say it happened around 4:30 today at the Rock Island Apartments. One person was taken to a hospital where they later died. APD is treating this as a homicide. Lieutenant Eric Bohannon with the Special Crimes Unit talked to us at the scene.
Officers of our department were called out here on shots fired that were heard by a number of people. And it's in the initial stages of the investigation, so I don't have a lot of detail to give you right now, but just suffice it to say that we do have one person who's deceased.
Another detail police were not ready to release was whether they had a suspect. We're going to follow this story for you and have updates as soon as we get them. As we continue tracking severe weather today, we want to make sure you know exactly what to do if you're caught in the line of one of those storms.
KAMR Local 4's Kaylee Green has some severe weather safety tips, including what to do in the event of a tornado. She joins us now live in studio. Kaylee.
Well, Andy and Jackie, this evening the National Weather Service and the Amarillo Area Office of Emergency Management have been busy pushing out weather alerts, and of course we will continue to cut in over programming to keep you safe if necessary. But emergency sirens like this one are not meant to be your first line of defense anymore. Amarillo Area OEM is reminding everyone to get to their place of safety immediately in a tornado warning. Indoors, the safest place will be an interior room on the lowest level. If possible, find a basement and stay put. Whatever you do, do not stay inside of a mobile home. It may be too late in the severe weather season to make a robust safety plan, but following these tips can keep you alive.
Very quickly decide where you're going to go to protect your family, because that's the utmost concern. And also pets. You know, if you can't get that pet into the room with you, don't worry about that pet. They figure out ways to survive. That includes cats and dogs. If you can't get them in there, grab everybody and pull them in there and then hunker down and wait till that threat is passed.
If you find yourself on the road during a tornado threat, avoid driving over overpasses at all costs. Your best bet in that case, get out of the car and get into a ditch, being sure to cover your head.
Let's go ahead and bring back Chief Meteorologist John Harris, the latest on the radar from our Weather Center. John, what do we know?
Well, we do have some good news again. Like you guys just said, the severity of these thunderstorms coming down very quickly. The atmosphere is spent. More severe weather as we travel through the remainder of the work week. More on that in a few minutes. Listen it back over to Jackie and Andy.
All right, John, thank you.
When we cover the news that matters to you, a lot of times that means that you get to play an active role on what we report. So we reached out to a few viewers online to see some of the pictures that they captured during the severe weather event.
Let's take a look at some of those. This first one is from Josh Crawford up in Fritch. This is from earlier in this afternoon, some major hail falling in the city of Fritch. Next, we'll take a look at this photo taken north of Amarillo by Daniel Smith out at the vineyards north of Amarillo. Thanks for that, some beautiful cloud formations there.
Up next, this picture is from Brian Diaz. This snapped on Tascosa Road. Cloud formation there. And here's one more. This is a look at a hail in Fritch at the hill there. That was captured by Tyler Brassfield.
Our viewers also supply us with some fantastic video. They are everywhere across the High Plains where we can't be sometimes, and get some unique perspective that we don't always have.
And this one right here is a tornado. Let's take a look at this. This touched down near Spearman. We want to thank our viewer Ernie Bowen for giving that to us.
This video next is from Tara Mahana. She says, full disclosure, her husband took this video as the tornado warned storm was there in Tulia. She said he took it, she and the kids, they were in the basement.
Well, she gets credit for it too, right? This is just a few seconds of video from Russell Grisham. Take a look at how quickly that those clouds and the movement that they have as those move out of screen there. So our severe weather coverage continues as it has since early this afternoon. At one point, John covering 5 straight hours.
Coming up, we'll take a look at some of the video that our storm chasers were able to capture as they were out and about on the High Plains today.
And once again, we are checking out our tower camera where we still have some lightning across the area. Do we have to worry about additional severe weather tonight? News and weather continues in a moment.